So hello adventurers and welcome to the club. Today we're having something very vintage. It is in this little blue capsule. And if we just squeeze it a bit we can open it. Here we have a 1970s or 1980s whatever pocket sewing kit. There might be a few little thingies missing, a few buttons already used and stuff like this. Yeah, but basically have all those items here. We have a little finger head, you know. If you have to push the needle really through a hard fabric, it's very useful to save your fingers. We have a safety pin. Let me zoom a bit deeper in here. We have two sew-on snap buttons. Like I said, the buttons that used to be in here have already gone missing somewhere. I have the sewing kit itself, which is a little tiny piece of plastic, hard plastic, with two needles stuck into it, and black and white fabric, string, just wrapped around it with the ends just tuck into a little slit in the plastic. So if you want to use it, you just take it out and unravel it as much as you need. This will get you quite. This is quite a much on here. This is for repairs, and so it's more than enough. Let me see if I can find a button somewhere. So I have added two new old buttons. I have a whole bag of buttons, but this is the original kit here, what is left of it. Like I've said, it's very old. Used to get them everywhere back in the day, you know, like traveling with Pan Am. This might have been Pan Am. Or in hotel rooms, like, yeah, this used to be service, you know. And yeah, that's quite the best selection of buttons here. It's the little ones that you use for your business shirt, a black one for a polo shirt. That's actually the kind of stuff you might need. Yeah, back in the day if you bought clothing articles they usually had spare buttons. This is still a thing with the more expensive ones, but the cheaper ones, nah, not so much. Yeah, this little perhaps Pan Am emergency sewing kit in a plastic capsule. This kind of item, I like it, you know. It's vintage, but still absolutely useful. Yeah, together with my EDC pocket knife, and this is kind of the stuff I have in my backpack or my pockets or stuff like this. And yeah, what I have to add is a few pin needles if you have to fix something in place. But they are more for like crafting, but not so much for fixing. This is actually quite a good little kit, you know. I like it. Yeah, talking about stuff like this, yeah, it used to be so common, you know, like back in the day, yeah, little bottles of soap and toothbrush and this travel toothbrushes to stick into each other that you can fold out or flip out. Yeah, it used to be so common. Nowadays it's all just about budget and service has totally died. Sad, very very sad. He said with a sad face that you can't see because I'm not in front of the camera. Whatever. Stop complaining about the good old days. This is quite an interesting concept, I have to say, in this plastic capsule with the little plastic thing they have used here. That's definitely custom made for this product. Yeah, they gave you two needles two sorts of string, safety pin, a few buttons, which I have just added back into it, and yeah. Yeah, this is actually, especially it's so lightweight. I could obviously lose the capsule and put it into a, you know, Altoids EDC tin, and it would be perfect. But I like it original. It's just such a nice vintage thingy. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this video about a vintage emergency repair kit, sewing kit. I'll see you next time here at the Adventurers Club.